In Manchester, a flight has just landed from Jamaica. Sniffer Dog Roddy is in operation on the hunt for any traces of cocaine. Roddy gives a clear indication on this passenger, and officers Liz and Kev step in to investigate.
You got a passport and ticket? What's that? Do you have a passport and ticket?
Yeah, travelling together, yeah. You want to come over here? I'll have a quick chat with you then.
With over 1,000 cocaine seizures a year, border officers know that cocaine smugglers come in all shapes and sizes.
How long you been away for?
A week.
You been before? No? What do you think of it?
It's nice.
Is this the same bag you took out with you?
Yep.
Okay.
The officers take the passports and swab for signs of drug use.
Just got traces, quite high traces of cocaine off a gentleman's passport, so I'll ask him if he's had any contact with drugs, if he's used at all, and take it from there. Just want a quick swab of your passport, see if there's any traces of drugs on it. And there is traces of drugs. Have you ever used anything?
No.
Ever smoked weed or ever used anything stronger than that?
Not smoke, no.
No? Never had any sort of contact with drugs ever?
Well, not that I know, no.
Right, okay.
The man clearly states he's had no contact with drugs, but officers know from experience not to believe everything they're told.
Yeah, I just found a very small trace of cocaine. I've been swabbing around in his jeans pockets and things like that, so it's only a small one, but it's still a trace.
Liz's job now is to work out if he's a user or a smuggler.
You sure you've never ever used or been in contact with cocaine?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, if you have, tell me now, because it's a lot easier. No? Okay. Just found a very small trace. You say I've been swabbing your clothes and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's come from your clothes, so...
With a bit more pressure, Kev's suspect begins to contradict himself.
Have you ever used drugs any time, even if it was a long time ago?
Yeah, I've used it before, yeah.
What have you used and how long ago?
Well, I don't want to discuss that because it's personal, you know what I mean?
Well, it's relevant to...
It's not relevant because I haven't got no drugs on me, so I don't answer that question.
I don't know that. All I can go off is
Well, you can
the
say
traces
you won't find no drugs.
that I'm getting.
Liz then swabs her passenger's suitcase, and the hit for cocaine is almost off the scale. The officers are now convinced the two suspects are carrying drugs.
That is out the bottom of your suitcase.
How is that?
I mean, that's about as high as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you're telling me you've never ever been in contact with
No.
cocaine?
Well, I've seen it. I've never ever lied or nothing like that in my life.
No?
No.
I've done inside your bag. I've got, well, I'll show you. Cocaine high. It's a really, really high reading for cocaine from inside your bag.
Yeah.
Now, if you use it every now and then, I'm not bothered. I just need to know.
I didn't use it, that's what I'm trying to say to you.
But the officers need answers, or the search will need to go deeper.
At the end of the day, I need to know where the traces are coming from. If it's definitely not from you using,
Yeah.
I've got to think you might have something concealed on you or in you
You can search me
somewhere.
as much as you want, mate. I ain't got, that's what I'm told. You can search, do whatever searches you want to do.
All
Not to hide.
Okay.
If I had something to hide, I wouldn't have said that I'd made that with him and I walked straight off and I said
Yeah,
no.
fair enough. It's a fair comment. Yeah. All right.
But some background checks reveal that Kev's passenger has a criminal record for dealing heroin. The officers now have proof that at least one of them is lying. In Manchester, officers are still trying to find out why two passengers have triggered massively high readings for cocaine.
It's not something we're going to use. We're not going to go and tell the police this person's
I'm not
admitted
bothered
doing
you,
this, that or the other. I just need to know why there's traces there. That's the only reason I keep asking you. I know you're probably getting fed up with it now, I keep asking the same questions, but I just need to know why there's traces there. That's cool, that's my job. I've got to... If I let you walk out of here with all these traces of coke and no explanation, my boss is going to say to me, well, you know, why have you done that? So that's the only reason I keep asking you.
Kev's suspect has admitted previous convictions for heroin dealing, but both suspects are adamant they've had no recent contact with cocaine.
I'm getting really high traces off the case, higher than I've had off anything else, you know what I mean? I don't know why, you know, like off the bottom, that's like from underneath the lining. But I've x-rayed it, there's nothing...
My guy's been done for dealing Class A, haven't they, in the past? They probably just used it. Might have been out there organising something.
Liz re-x-rays her passenger's suitcase for any hidden concealments.
How long have you had it, mate? Yeah. Just just getting really, really massive hits. That's where I've had the biggest hits for cocaine, and there's nothing there. It doesn't weigh anything, so.
I've just swapped these debit cards and it's completely off scale, absolutely right to the top for coke.
The officers are getting frustrated with the evasive answers.
When was the last time you used coke?
Months ago, I can't remember.
Right. Okay.
Kev's passenger has admitted using cocaine, but it's Liz's suspect who still says he's never touched drugs, despite all the evidence against him.
Yeah, because the dog indicated on you, I mean, that's the reason we stopped you. Want to be sure you've got nothing on you. We found traces of cocaine all over your baggage. You've denied use or contact with cocaine. You travel frequently. The trip was booked by somebody else. It's just one of our indicators. So the lads are just going to take you into a private room now and search you. All right.
Running out of possible causes, Liz examines his footwear. If he's a swallower, traces of drugs would seep into the shoe. But hits off the laces would suggest he's recently handled drugs while using.
And that's off his laces. You seen that off the laces? See, I've got a problem because I've really, really massive traces off your laces. There's nothing off. There's like a little trace, sort of like inside your shoes, but off your laces, it's just like it's almost all the bars again. It's like there's been loads of cocaine in contact. I mean, well, I mean it inside, but like I say, off your laces, I've never seen anything so high off laces. Obviously, the concern is you might have something internally. If we would.
Scanner if you want.
You'd be all right with that, would you?
Yeah, I don't take no, and I have brought no, but
Okay.
Jamaica a bit stupid this thing to bring somewhere for.
Well, people do, yeah.
I know, but.
So what about a urine test? If we did a urine test, what would that show us?
What, my intestines?
A urine test, you know, like a pee test.
Oh, my pee test.
Yeah.
A bit of cannabis.
Bit of cannabis,
But
but
cannabis, yeah.
yeah, it does show cannabis, yeah, but no cocaine.
No.
A baffled Liz has investigated the massive cocaine hits as far as she can. With no hard evidence, the men are free to go.
I'm not being funny, but you don't find it on him. What can you do?
All right. Go home and burn all your stuff and.
No, get some new laces. Yeah, we've just been totally searched, and they're saying got traces of cocaine in my laces in my shoes, but I don't have a clue where that could have come from. Cheers.
Thanks, Jet. See ya.
It's happened about 5 times before, so it's nothing new. But to find traces of cocaine in our shoelaces, that's a new one. But I don't know where the hell it could have come from.